February 3rd. I've been coughing a lot. It's over a year now. February 3rd, 2022. All right. So, um, today was brilliant. It's actually pretty brilliant. And did I actually do any NQ trades on this account? No, I did not. Not on this account. Let me just talk about the first thing I did. I had a Lilo thing. I was trying to qualify for it, and as you can tell from the sound of my voice, I failed it today. And essentially, what it is I'm supposed to target $6,000. I made 1,200 yesterday when I opened the account, and at the open, was we had a balance of 5,330. So I only had 700 and actually 5,230. I only had 770 to go. And then I took a trade where I just did not put the stop was in the right place. I just had a position that was too high, and I got carried away with it. And yeah, the threshold was $3,000, and I completely forgot about it. And the trade lost. I lost, yeah, 3,000 basically. So I got stopped out of the trade, and yeah, basically just failed the challenge. And I was so annoyed because um, halfway through, I remember looking at my balance was about 4,000 or something, and I thought, okay, great. And we were I was trying to trade this here, but I was trading on a smaller time frame. I had too many contracts in, had the stop in the right place. It pulled back. I think it was this candle pulled back on the ES on the NQ, and hadn't hit the stop. But the stop, I could not afford that, and I just did not size properly. Um, yeah, that was a lesson today. It put me in a really shitty mood, because we almost hit the target. But I think I learned a lesson from that, which is, excuse me, which is you can't just be gambling and throwing dice just like that. It's not the way to make money. Eventually, you're going to lose money, and that was essentially what happened today. It was yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. So after that, I decided that I'm gonna focus on proper swing trades. Gonna aim for 10 points each, and try to trade properly. And that was what made the day a brilliant day. So as you can see, we had a spike pullback in channel. At the time, when the day started, I wasn't sure exactly what we were doing, but I did know one thing. We had this spike, a gap down. If we look at the Globex chart itself, and let's bring in yesterday's close. So this was yesterday's close here, and this was the open here. Excuse me. So we had a pullback, breakout, another sort of bull flag here, breakout, is it bear flag? I can never ever tell what's the difference. You know what? Let me check. What is a bull flag and a bear flag? I always think a bear flag. Bear flag. All right. So this is a bear flag. That's what I thought. It's a bear flag. Yeah, that is a bear flag. All right, so yeah, so it's a bear breakout, bear flag, bear breakout, another bear flag, bear breakout, bigger bear flag. And as you can also see the wedges, one, two, okay, it's just two legs up to this moving average. This moving, oh, they are using this moving average as resistance. This is the 1 hour, 20-minute chart, a wedge top here, nice. And then we start using this. And as you can see, we use this again. So this is a very good form of resistance. So we're in a bear trend on the 1 hour chart. All right, so excuse me, I'm going to stop. But so what we had was a formation of a wedge top here. This top, when I had this line drawn, it hadn't reached the top, so I missed the entry. But I wasn't confident with it. I thought this would just be a small pullback and it would go higher. So I wasn't really, I thought we might just have, so I waited for this bar to form, and it was almost towards the close, well, not the close, but let's say about 20 minutes, 20, no, not 20, 3 minutes in, I think I got into this bar here, put my stop here. Oh, actually, before that, so because I was in a shitty mood, I saw this bull breakout, double bottom. One of the um, one of the patterns I look for is a double bottom after a gap down. And essentially, what a gap down is just a big sign of strength or weakness here, if you want to call it. And then we have a pullback, and then another gap, pullback, another gap down, pullback, another gap down. So you had that bull breakout here. There's two bull bars. I entered on this third one, had my stop down here, went for 10 points, and got out over here, which was a beautiful trade. I had two contracts in, so that's about $1,000. And then I can't remember why I went long here and here, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to ignore this. Went long here and then exited. Then, oh yeah, I think because I thought we were going for a second leg up, so I thought we're going to have a bull breakout of the EMA, and that didn't really work out. So I think I exited for whatever reason. I'm not sure. Then we had this double top and bear breakout. At this point, I thought, okay, I think we have a wedge top, and so drew this line and yeah, took it short from here, entered there. My initial exit was around here, but at the time I wasn't even sure what was going on. I thought we were just going to hit the bottom of this range, or even where was the other part? I wasn't convinced that we were going down, but we got here and started to stall. And at this point, I thought we had a wedge bottom, so I thought we might just go back up for the second leg up, and that if that were the case, I needed to get out a bit. So I got out part of my. Actually, no, it says I got out some here. Ah, yes, we started to stall here. Got out part of my position here, and then had my break even here, because this was my entry again. So I shorted here, got out here. I'm not sure why I got out, but I entered here again and got out here because I had my stop at break even. So I literally didn't make any money on this trade. Went sideways for a bit. Why does it say I shorted here and then shorted again and then got? Oh yeah, so I shorted here, break even, and decided to go because I thought we were going lower again, because I thought, okay, we have 1, 2, we're going to get a third low down. And when I shorted, I should have just left my stop here, because if you think about it, this is the last breakout, and so therefore if we're still going lower, this is the high that needs to be broken, but that's just so far away, so it's not a great place to stop. It's just too far away. We're at the bottom of the range. So I decided, okay, I'm going to go long. We probably have 3 legs down, 1, 2, 3, or this was the third leg because I felt this had broken that. But if you look at it, they're about the same price, so it's not really a strong wedge. It's more a double bottom, if anything. So I went long. First went long there, or did I go long? Yeah, I first went long there. It says I got out here. Yeah, so I think what happened was I shorted here, then shorted again, got up out here, and then got out a break even over here. Went long here, and just went through this chop because for a bull flag. What was interesting is we got halfway here, which was about 5 points. Nothing happened, went down, went past our entry, tested us a lot. This was like a bull flag, went up again, didn't really go very far. And at this point I realized that, okay, we have a disappointing bar. This bar isn't, the bulls aren't really doing much. It looks like we're in a tight trading range. It looks like we made 3 legs up, 1, 2, and 3. It's a double top. So I put an entry first I put my entry here to go short below this bar. If this bar took it, it would go down. But instead, I put it below this bar once it had closed, and that's where this came in. 10 points here, and we got it. What was interesting as well was when this came down here really strongly, it started to wick up. I thought, oh boy, not again. This was about 5 points. Same thing happened over here, and I thought, oh goodness, and then this came down. So this was a lesson learned that, again, just look to the left, see what's happening. I wasn't sure if we're going to break this low. As you can see, they kept on trying to buy. The measured moves worked, particularly this one. As you can see, once we reached the measured move target here, this was good. This one maybe there, but this was really good. And then you had these. So that was the day. As you can see, we had a spike, pullback, channel 1, 2, and 3, which is something I kind of expected. We kept on selling off the moving average, and I think that's another thing that gave me the conviction to go short here. The fact that price just could not go any higher. We had this moving average holding us down. Yeah, things were just not really looking good for the Bulls here, and lots of disappointment. All right, so yeah, we've gone up and then we've kind of started to hover again, at least in the overnight session, and we're coming back down again. Maybe pull back up. All right, that was my trading day.